What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at the Oregon dunk lows, or the reverse Brazil dunk lows, whatever the sneaker community end up calling these. Before I get into the video, go over the review and the kicks. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for dropping by to kick it with me. But look, while I have you here, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell for me. That way when I upload new material or post new content, you guys get notified, you can head to the channel. If you're on social media such as like Instagram, Twitter, you enjoy pictures of sneakers, outfits with sneakers, anything related to kicks, honestly, give me a follow. You can find me, I am at iAMTMCII. So, you know, social media, give me a follow. And lastly, after you watch the video, if you enjoy it, hit the thumbs up. It really goes a long way. It's a motivator to me. It's an indicator also. Let me know that you guys enjoy my content, and it just makes me want to keep taking out time to record videos whenever I have new pickups. So hit the thumbs up if you enjoy it. All right, so now that that's out the way for all my first timers, like I mentioned, these are the Oregon dunk lows, or the reverse Brazils. So some people are calling these reverse Brazils because I'll find a picture of my regular Brazil dunks and show you guys. It's like the opposite color blocking of those. But looking at the box label, and I'll show you guys that in a second, they have the "Be True to Your School" on the actual box label. So for those who don't know, way back in the day, Nike did a campaign for some of the college basketball teams, and they dropped different colorways of the different college schools. Like they had the Georgetown, Syracuse, St. John, Kentucky, so many different colorways, just to give a nod to those schools that have, you know, playing basketball and stuff like that, that had the Nike contract, and they wore Nikes, wore Nike Dunks. So they continuing to do the same thing. Back then they were on high tops, but now they putting those college colorways on low tops, and these are the Oregon Dunk colorways. So all we call them the reverse Brazils, but Nikes, these are actually a "Be True to Your School" colorway. Like I said, it's on the box, so it's actually the Portland Oregon Duck colorway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over different leather materials that they have on here. I'm gonna touch on quality control for a bit, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna lace them up, toss them on feet, go over size and comfort and all that good stuff. So just stick around with me for the video, and I got you guys pretty much covered on everything for these. So jumping down to your leather on your shoe, the entire shoe, except for the tongue, is made of it's an okay leather. It's kind of like that synthetic plastic. It's not like the super plastic stuff we would get. It's a little bit better than that, but it's still kind of cheaply made. I think Nike, they see that there's a demand for dunks right now, and they're going with real cheap quality. Some years ago, the quality on dunks were way better than what they are now. Seem like they're just putting out real cheap stuff on here. You can see me pushing on that, and it feels really stiff, cheap, and synthetic. It just is what it is at this point. It just sucks. The tongue, however, is like nylon, but everything else you have that kind of that cheap plastic feel. One thing I do like, they went back with your regular traditional type of laces on some of the recent dunks. We've been getting like it's a funny material that they've been made out of, but these are the laces that I like. This material and type of feel and texture of the laces, and I'm happy that we got these. We didn't get any extra set of laces, unfortunately, which is another reason why I don't think these are reverse Brazils, but that's just what we calling them. Coming to the side, it's the same thing. It's all that same stiff, cheap plastic feeling leather and material on the entire shoe. It just is what it is at this point. You know, it's a supply and demand thing, and Nike see as long as this stuff is selling out, and no matter the cheap quality that we give the customers, we're gonna just try and save corners and cut corners and save as much as we can, and that's what they've been doing. They've just been pumping out material, giving us real cheap leather material, and the stuff still sell out. So it just is what it is at this point. I really don't expect anything high-end or better quality from Nike nowadays. So this is your outsole, your regular traditional Nike Dunk outsole on here. Coming to the back, you have this, and like I mentioned, no extra laces or anything. In the insole, you got that green insole with the yellow writing on here. Try and see if you guys can see the date these went into production. It looks like that's August of 22. These went into production. So that is pretty much it as far as your materials go. Got that sock liner material right here. And like I said, majority of it is just made out of that cheap plastic feeling leather on here. So that's your materials. Quality control. Quality control is horrible, at least on my pen. I got these directly from Nike. They're still sitting on Nike. You can see there's a ton of scuffs on here. Some glue marks right here. This part, I don't know what's going on right here, like this. I don't know what's going on with that right there, but the quality control, and it has really been horrible when it comes to, you know, some of Nike products. It's sad that it's hit and miss like this. You pay for a product and you don't know what you get sometimes. I have a lot of threading issues on here. Also have some threading coming out on the shoe on this one, and I think I saw on another one on this one here some threading issues on my shoes over here as well. So the quality control on these they're bad. I've had some even worse than this before, but this would definitely fall in that category. Like, man, how did, you know, some of this stuff even pass the assembly line whenever they do quality checks and stuff like that? So even this, like, you can see like the stitching on here is coming out more than it is on the rest of the shoe. So it's unfortunate that my QC sucks, but it just is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it. I could return them, but I still like this colorway, and that's it. You probably won't be able to see some of these defects and some of the stuff that I'm seeing because it's just up and close for the video. Once they're on feet, you probably won't be able to really tell and see all of that. But even this, like, just loose stitching and threads all over the shoe. I don't know, it just seemed like they were rushed, pumped out off the assembly line, and they just sent them straight out. So it's unfortunate. It just is what it is. QC is like really trash on these. So that's QC. I'm gonna show you guys the box really quick. Regular box, nothing special about it. That kind of orangey red colorway that we get. Regular flip open type box right here. And here's your label. So that's what I meant earlier. So you can see how they have the be true to your school on here. And I haven't seen that much on some of the Nike Dunks that have some of the college colorways, but this one have it. So that's what make me say these are more for the Oregon Duck colorways. But here's the color breakdown. You have your product code down at the bottom. This you can scan with your camera. It just opens up the regular Nike app. It doesn't take you directly to the shoe or anything, but I think at some point it's gonna be used for something. Nike putting that on there for a reason, but for now, I don't know what the reason may be. So this is the box, regular tissue, nothing special in the inside. Saw the label. So that's that. I'll show you guys the kicks one more time before I take them off of here. Do me a huge favor. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these. Just the Dunks in general. Seem like a lot of hype is starting to die down on the Dunks, which are good. That's a good thing because I'm a huge fan of Dunks. And it seemed like people who like Dunks or just trying to get into them shouldn't have that hard of an issue to being able to obtain some of the Dunks that are out there. So it's good to see that some of the hype is dying down. But leave me a comment. Like I said, I usually reply to you guys when you drop me comments. If I don't reply to what you say, I'm gonna hit the heart button or the thumbs up button. So I'm gonna take them off here now, stop running my mouth, toss them on feet, show you what they look like. Y'all hang tight for a second. All right, guys, here's a quick on feet look of the Oregon or the reverse Brazil Nike Dunk lows. I just want to show y'all what they look like really quick on feet. First things first, we can jump right into sizing. Usually the most requested and asked question anyway. So for me, I like a medium to somewhat narrow foot, and I prefer like a snug exact fit on my kicks. Not tight to where I'm in pain and my toes are balled up, but a snug one-to-one kind of, you know, like a sock, like a glove type fit on my shoes. And I usually go down a half size in my Dunks. Regular Dunks. The SB Dunks, I will go true to size in those just because SBs have a little bit more padding around the ankle and the tongue, and those fit a little bit more exact, so I usually go true to size in SBs. But regular Dunks, I like a snug exact fit. I don't think my feet are doing any more growing, so I go down a half size. If you don't like your shoes to fit like me, go true to size, and I think you should be a-okay. However, if you like that fit like me,
go down a half size. And then with this being an all leather shoe, the more you wear them, they're gonna break in, give, and they're gonna only start to feel better once you start putting some mileage on them. And you know, if you don't like that snug fit, they eventually gonna break in. If you have wide feet and you like a snug and exact fit, I think you could go true to size, and I think you'll be good to go. But if you want like a little bit of room and you have wide feet, you may want to consider going up a half size, only because Dunks, they kind of fit like a little narrow in this area. So if you don't like a snug fit or like a one-to-one fit and you have wide feet, you may want to consider going up a half size for that. It's all really about size preference and how you like your shoes to fit, honestly. As far as comfort goes, the Nike Dunk, it's a technology from the 80s, and Nike haven't changed that much at all since then. Meaning, it feels like an old shoe. You can feel a lot of the ground. It's a flat shoe. If you're looking for bounce and squish and some really up-to-date tech and comfort, you won't find that in these at all. You can casually wear them all day long and not be in any pain. But if you want something that's really extremely comfortable, this isn't the shoe for you. But like I mentioned, you can wear them all day, you'll be a-okay. But if you want something up to date with a little bit more bounce and squish and something like extremely comfortable, yeah, you won't get that in these at all. So that's pretty much it. I'll wrap it up here. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are new, subscribe, hit that notification button. I have more videos on the way to share with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna wrap the video up here. See y'all later. Peace.